West Indies was touring South Africa for a test series, and they picked a team basically of rejects, the guys that were not deemed good enough to play first team, first class cricket. So they took the leftover guys that were not selected by their state teams or provincial teams and put together an invitational team to give a practice game to the West Indies boys. Marlon Samuels from West Indies, he ended up making a double hundred in that game. He took a single off my bowling and, in my follow-through, he actually walked to my run-up after he took a single, and he's like, "Would you like to play for my team in the Caribbean?" I was performing in domestic cricket. They didn't take it seriously until I went outside in a big league, performed in that league, did decently in the IPL as well. And then it's like, wow, we really have to back this guy. And, things changed from there. I'm very bad with politically correct answers. I like to say things how they are. So I haven't given up playing for South Africa. I just haven't been selected. I love playing cricket. I have to do what I have to do, for my family and to give them the best possible life. And I love it. I would love to be part of the national team. If I'm not, so be it. There's people that are in higher up places to decide those things. They've got to make the decisions they have to make. But I have to, also do what I have to do for my family. It does feel like a full circle because my career really did catapult once franchise cricket actually gave me an opportunity to show the world and show South African cricket what I could do to get my first opportunity. And now there's, I still have a great opportunity to try and win games for the teams that feel I can make a contribution and also help out. As you progress through your career, you realize that it's not just the impact that you make on the field, it's how you have an impact in a change room, impact in an environment with people that are around, and also to share your knowledge with other players that can make them better.
We need to get you an orange bed.
Even though I was performing in domestic cricket in South Africa, I was never really given consistent opportunities to play first team cricket. And then again, only getting selected for that invitational game because it was a rejects 11. I was not selected for the first team and stuff like that. And then I went to the CPL, I did well. Then only people back home started taking me seriously. Then I'm in the middle of the IPL in my debut game. I'm bowling to MS Dhoni, the best finisher in the game, one of the most feared batters at that time. And I'm just a nobody. I'm literally someone that hasn't played international cricket. And I'm bowling to him, and I feel, in my own humble opinion, that I'm doing decently here. I'm handling him decent enough. He's not smashing me for sixes every ball. And this is a moment that sticks out actually in my career. One of those moments where I remember walking back to my mark while I'm bowling to him during my over. And I stood at the top of my mark, and when I had this realization, listen, I'm bowling to MS Dhoni in a packed ground, more people than I've ever played in front of. And I'm actually handling him decently here. So the people that doubt me and make me feel like I'm not good enough, because over the years it's always doubt, yeah, maybe he's not good enough to play first team, maybe he won't be able to handle it, maybe he won't. And in that moment, that as a player you always need self-belief. You have to believe yourself that you can do something before you can actually go and do it. There's a lot of players that have the skill but they just cannot do it because they have that self-doubt. That's why we come back to a guy like Virat. He's got self-belief in his abilities. And people always ask what makes him good. That's that. That is a moment where I got that self-belief in my own ability to say, what, everybody. I don't even know if I'm allowed to use that word, but that has made me feel like I'm not good enough because I am good enough, because this is the best finisher in the world and I'm doing okay against him. So that is the moment that actually flicked the switch in my mind to say that, you know what, as long as I'm bowling balls in the right area, I'm good enough to bowl against anybody. So that's one moment that I like to relive because it's a special moment in my career. There has to be so many things where you have to be at the right place at the right time. Me wanting to, even making my first class debut, I was not selected for the South African under-19 team. There was another 19-year-old spinner that was, but he was playing first class cricket. So when he left for the under-19 World Cup, I was just asked to fill in the gap. And I came and I took wickets. When he came back from the World Cup, he couldn't take me out. In that moment where I wanted to play first team cricket, I wasn't selected and I was put in that rejects 11 team to play against West Indies, and then I went to the CPL. You know, so those kind of things, it's just like, there's so many things that have to happen in the right way for you at the right moment. I wouldn't believe that even right now, like that I've been able to play for so long and, you know, been able to do so well for such a long time. I have had regrets. Probably a nice guy for way too long. I should have not been as nice at my own expense for as long as I did. I think those that understand will understand, and that those that don't understand will try and understand.
If you had to describe your career in one word, what would that be?
Fulfilling.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.